Following on from the previous video, we've established that in the previous video we've established that this thing here matches up with this graph. So now let's try and tackle this one. So remember, this tells you the x location, this tells you the y location. So in your mind, sketch this graph. So in the x location, it will look something like this: a quadratic with an intercept of -9. So -9, and then draw this in your mind. So in your mind, it will look something like this. It wants to do a gradient of 8, and then it wants to do a negative cubic. So it will look something like this. It will look something like this. So in the x location, so x will be 0 twice. There will be 2 times when x will be 0. So there will be 2 times when x will be 0. Again, and here there will be 3 times, 1, 2, 3, when y will be there will be 3 times when y will be 0. So it could be 1, 2, 3. So you're looking for a graph where it will be x will be 0 twice. So for example, it could be here or it could be here. So this is 1, 2. It could be like this, where x equals 0, and then you're looking for a time when y will be 0 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Y will be 0 3 times. Well, so hang on. X will be 0 twice. You're looking for a graph where x will be 0 twice and y will be 0 3 times. So if you look at this, x is 0 only once here, and y will be 0 only once here. So it won't be this one. It won't be this one because in the previous one we've established that this one matches up with this. And then if you look at this one here, we're looking for a graph where x will be 0 twice. Well, here x is 0, x equals 0 is only once here, and then we're looking for y to be 0 3 times. Y to be 0 3 times. Well, it won't be this one because y 0 only twice. Well, let's look at this one here. I don't know which direction it's going to move in. Let's just guess. So here you can see x is 0 here once, twice. So hang on, let's start again here. This thing here is gonna, so x is, hang on, let me erase this balcony. So it's moving along here. X is 0 right now. Right now x is 0. So now x is 0 again right here. So here, this is good. X is 0 twice. And then, hang on, let's look at it. We're looking for a graph where y will be 0 3 times. So you remember y equals 0 is when the height is 0. Okay, so hang on. It would be y 0 right now, once, twice, 3 times. So it seems that this thing here matches up with this graph. And if you want to investigate more, try and put t equals 0, because that's always nice and easy. Put t equals 0 in here, and it will tell you the location well, put 0 into here and into here. So it will tell you the location when t equals 0, and then put t equals a very, very big number and see whether it's going to end up here or here. From that, you can build up a good picture of what this will look like. Okay, so as it turns out, this thing here will match up with this one here. So now let's look at this one here. So this, remember, this thing here tells you the x location. This thing here tells you the y location. So let's draw the x location. The x location, the x one will look like this: intercept of 1, gradient of -1. So it will look something like this. Now draw the y location. The y location will be x. This is a quadratic with intercept of -9. So it will look something like this. So we're looking for a graph where x will be 0 once. Okay, x will be 0 once, and y will be 0 twice. Y will be 0 twice. So now let me think. x equals 0 once, y will be 0 twice. I think it's this one here. Wait there. Let me double check everything. Okay, so yeah, I think it's this one here because x is 0. X is 0 once. X is 0 once. So x is 0. X equals 0 would be along here. So you can see it's only 0 once. Because if it does something like this, then it's 0 3 times. But here, if you can, hang on, let me erase this. Here you can see that x is only 0 once, right here. Remember, x equals 0 is along here. And then y equals 0 twice. Remember, this is y. Remember, this is y equals 10. Y equals 0 is along here. So y equals 0 twice. So you can see 1, 2. So it seems to match up with this one. If you look at this here, x is 0 once, and y is 0 once. So it won't be this one. This thing here must be this one here. And then if you look at this one here, hang on. So in your mind, this tells you your x location. So in your mind, sketch this. So intercept of 2, gradient of 4. So it will look something like this. And then now sketch a y. The y would be intercept of 5, gradient of negative 3. So it will look something like this. So when you're drawing your graph, it should be the x location should be 0 once. So x equals 0 should be once. And then the y, if you look at this, the y will be 0. Y equals 0 should be once. So it seems to be this one here because well, think about it. This thing here must be this one here. Okay.